You need to turn off your camera. You got to turn off that camera. You can't film in here.
Oh, I can't film in here.
You can't film in here.
Oh, 100% I can.
No, you can't.
You are allowed to record here.
I tried to submit my name to speak. They would not allow me to speak. It's an unreasonable restriction on the First Amendment.
You've been asked to leave.
If I don't leave, are you going to remove me?
How many people want their hazard pay? I went and I found what appeared to be major mold.
These are descendants of the mice that were there before we got there. I feel like, and the looks on your faces, as if we are bothering you all.
Don't yell at me. Chairman, you have been here with a smirk the entire time these people have been talking. Vote anybody up here out that doesn't deserve to be up there. Why do they call you Stick?
I heard it was because you used to chase kids around with your nightstick. Oh, you want to play me? Let's see how good you are. Talk is cheap.
That sounds like a veiled threat. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. I have received numerous emails from Hudson County employees in New Jersey asking me to use my platform to bring awareness to their horrific working conditions and the fact that their elected public servants aren't doing anything about it. So I decided to drive to New Jersey to support them in their fight for accountability and to confront the Hudson County Commissioners not only on this issue, but their implementation of unconstitutional ordinances and rules. Let's get into it. What do you need, sir?
ID.
ID? I don't give ID.
I just sent you. I just sent it. Sir, you got to turn off that camera. You can't film in here.
Oh, I can't film in here.
You can't film in here.
Oh, 100% I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can, sir.
Excuse me. I need you.
Hopefully they tell you the same thing.
No, there's a county ordinance. You cannot film down here.
Why? Hey, how are you, man? Good to see you.
You can't
You here
film.
with Mr. Truth as well?
I'm here. I don't know who's Mr. Truth. I'm here by myself.
In order for you to...
Mind if I just get your name and badge number?
Toronto, 342.
Torado?
Yeah.
And your name and badge number, ma'am? Just so I have...
Figueroa, 1232.
Thank you. Appreciate
But
it.
you got to turn off your camera.
Yeah, please don't touch me, sir. I don't...
Let me see what's going on first.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. Ben Franklin.
He has to turn off his camera.
No, I don't. I got to... The meeting starts at 4:30,
I
sir.
understand that, sir, but look, we have an ordinance.
Right.
If you look at the ordinance, it's right there.
Where is it?
All right, right there, look. You cannot film.
Let me see. Ordinance 58.
You can film upstairs, but when you come into the lobby, you cannot film. So you need to turn off your camera.
Well, then I'm going upstairs.
I understand that, sir, but you need to turn off your camera.
I'm going upstairs.
Sir, I'm asking you, you need to turn off
Can
your
you just allow me to go upstairs? It's on the
No.
first floor, right?
No. Well, let him go upstairs. He has to turn off his camera. There's orders.
Sure. No, I'm not turning off my camera,
I
sir.
understand, but then you can't go upstairs.
Oh, I can go upstairs.
You want to have us? Do it to me. Give us a second, okay?
What's the big deal? He says you can record in the meeting, but I can't record on my way to the meeting.
So I can come down and see whatever their protocol is. I don't normally work in this area.
All right.
So let me see what they got going on.
This is ridiculous. Here's our friendly reminder that the government is always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we the people record them. This guy's doing too much. The security guard's doing too much. And now they're keeping me from the meeting.
I will say, so I just gotta come down and speak to you.
Yeah, no problem. I have no problem talking. I have no problem talking to him. It's just the meeting starts in 5 minutes.
They don't run exactly on time.
They don't run on time? Hey, sir, how are you? Sergeant?
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Sean. What's your name?
Just give me 1 second. Let's speak to my...
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I just like to go up to the meeting. That's it, you know? Security guard is talking to the sergeant over there. The only reason I started recording right when I did was because the security guard said it. I walked through the metal detector and he says, I'm gonna need to see, do you work for the county? I said, no. And he said, I'm gonna need to see some ID. A security guard asking me for my identification. So I said, 1 second, turned on my camera, and that's when he started freaking out about me recording. Now I'm being effectively detained from going upstairs. I'm gonna give them a shot to do the right thing before we just go upstairs. Oh, you need like access to use the elevators? Like a key card?
Building you need access.
Like a key card access? Well, that helps because I was just gonna run past you and just go in the elevator and just hit the button. But yeah, you saved me from the embarrassment. Thanks.
All right, boss. I just spoke to my captain.
Yeah.
You are allowed to record here.
Okay, great.
On the way up, you're allowed to record, but there's a media area that you have to ask, and they'll designate you wherever that. Media
I'll just go ask them. Yeah, there.
They'll let you know.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Can you? If we're allowed to record here, he obviously has bad knowledge, right? So maybe so it doesn't.
I'm not gonna say he has bad knowledge, but as far as we're concerned, you're allowed to record in this area. This is considered a public space.
Okay.
Upstairs, the meeting, I'm not sure what their rules are.
Well, yeah, there's statutes gogoverning meetings for public
A
meetings.
media area that you're allowed to record up there.
Right. Yeah. There's statutes for public
What's your
meetings.
name?
My name's Sean.
Okay, thanks. My name's Will.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we have law enforcement in this meeting as well. A lot of people, a lot of turnout. Where's looking for Mr. Truth? What's up, Leroy?
Hey, hello there.
Where's like the clerk of?
And yeah, we're live here now.
They just tried to stop me from recording downstairs. They just freaked out on me.
Crazy.
I had to wait for a sergeant to come down, and it was.
You want to be on or off?
I don't care.
Okay.
I had to wait. I just want to speak to a clerk regarding me speaking.
All right.
So I can set the tone.
Okay.
So where's the clerk?
All right. So we're going to get the clerk. We got Sean here. She's over here. And this is this unlawful, completely unlawful ordinance right here. This is an unconstitutional.
Yeah, that's what the
ordinance.
security guard was referring to when he says I can't record in the building. He says there's your new ordinance. So.
Yeah, completely unconstitutional. They did this about.
What's the ordinance? What does the ordinance say?
It says that if anyone feels disturbed by us recording, they could take our cameras away from us.
They passed this ordinance.
Yeah, they passed it about 2 months ago.
Interesting.
And they said they can take our camera away, and we have to get permission from anyone in the public to record them in our public building, anywhere in a county government building.
Wow. Hi, ma'am. How are you? I would like to sign up to speak.
I'm sorry, it's too late.
It's too late? Why is that? It's too late to sign up to speak? To speak at a public meeting? Why is that? Do you know why?
I don't know why, but you have to do it in advance.
You have to do it in advance to speak at a public meeting?
That's the way it
So what if you didn't know that you had to do it in advance, or what if you don't have access to a computer, or?
goes. Well, that would be redundant because you literally.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying me. Are there people that don't know how to use computers?
So
It's about everybody. It's not just about me.
Stop. I'm not on the interview. Okay.
Okay.
I'm on the right side of the fence, so don't do that to me.
Do what to you?
Like you're interrogating.
Oh, we don't have to speak anymore.
That's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a little confused. I thought.
I'm not confused.
I'm not, ma'am. I thought I just said we could stop
But
talking.
you're talking about me, and I'm in earshot, so knock it off.
Okay. I thought she's the one who got involved in my business.
Right.
Right. I'm just confused. I'm just confused. They always do that, and then they say that I'm the bad guy.
Right. It's called countertransference.
It's ridiculous. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, you have to sign up in advance to speak at a public meeting to confront our public servants. I have received numerous emails and comments from people who work in this government family services section that they are being treated unfairly, working under mold, having to not getting their back pay from COVID. And they asked me to come here to advocate for them. So I came here, and apparently I can't even speak. I mean, I'm going to speak. Maybe I'll speak right before Leroy does. Let's find us a seat. Hi, my name is Sean Paul Reyes. I'm an independent journalist and activist. I was asked to speak by the family services employees that are being mistreated. They asked me to come down here. I came here to sign up to the meeting today, and I was told that I couldn't sign up. That is an unreasonable, Chairman. That is an unreasonable restriction on the First Amendment. That is an unreasonable restriction on the First Amendment. I was asked to come here by people that work in this government that are being mistreated. They're not being paid. They asked me to come here. They're working in poor They're
Let her speak.
they are asking to be working in good working conditions without mold, without pests. They're asking to get their back pay. They asked me to come over here and speak to each and every one of you. I tried to sign up earlier. It is unreasonable restriction to make somebody 24 hours in advance sign up. It is an unreasonable restriction on the First Amendment. I would like to speak. I have a right to speak. I have tried to sign up to speak. I have tried to sign up. Not 24 hours in advance. I tried to submit my name to speak. I tried to submit my name to speak. They would not allow me to speak.
What are you yelling at me for?
Because you're taking my property.
Sir, I would like to speak.
I understand, but you've been asked to leave, and you haven't signed up for the meeting.
I tried to sign up earlier today. It's an unreasonable restriction on the First Amendment. Right, but in 2 weeks.
So unfortunately, you can't.
This is something that's going on right now.
It's Mr. Truth's turn to speak, and you can't just overstep his ability to speak right now.
They can't just overstep my First Amendment right to speak. I have a right to speak at this meeting. I'll speak at the end, but I want to speak.
Well, right now, it's Mr. Truth.
I can't speak, Mr. Chairman. I can't speak. I tried to sign up today. They wouldn't allow me. And now you're surrounding me with law enforcement. I was asked to come here by the Family Services employees.
It's Mr. Truth's turn to speak.
If I don't leave, are you going to remove me?
I'm not going to remove you. I'm asking you to please sit down and let Mr. Truth have his time with his 3 minutes that he signed up for. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to speak. The procedure is unreasonable. Why can't I just speak about what's going on in the Family Services Department?
Thank you.
This is ridiculous. Go ahead, Leroy. Do what you do best, man. This is ridiculous. Drove all the way out here to speak, and I can't speak.
Make a motion to allow you to speak. But what you did was choke in the middle in front of 17 people who signed up ahead of time. So that was, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So what would have been correct is for you to wait to allow the other, how many speakers that
You just said it yourself, sir. I wouldn't have been able to speak anyway.
See, now you're interrupting me. I did not interrupt you, sir, did I? Thank you. And at that point in time, say, I was not able to sign up. I don't agree with the fact that I should have to wait that long, but can I be allowed to speak? If you do that, I'll make a motion to allow you to speak. Hopefully I get a second and the board votes on it, but that's the way it should work. Not cutting the line in front of 17 other people.
Hello, Hudson County Commissioners. And I've got a question for everyone here. How many people want their hazard pay? I support them 100%, not only for their hazard pay. Why is this taking 4 years to get their hazard pay, as well as humane working conditions in the place where they work? I went there, scores of people asked me to go there to the building where they worked, well, last week. I went and I found what appeared to be major mold. I did most of my report with that mold. Less than 24 hours after that, I was sick. I just got better today. I'm feeling a lot better today. They got to work in that every single freaking day. Address it. Send someone over there. Check that out. Watch my video. You'll see exactly where it is. Now, second thing I want to talk about. Commissioners and Fanny Sedano. Let's get straight to it. Breaking news. Fanny Sedano, you need to resign immediately. And Brian Stack is next. Now, this is not personal, by the way. This is all, you're probably a very nice person. You see, Fanny Sedano isn't just any Hudson County Commissioner. No, no, no. She's the confidential personal secretary to Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, a position that sounds less like a public servant and more like someone sneaking classified documents into a shredder after midnight. Confidential secretary, that was one of the things that you believe ran on as qualification. What, Brian, a regular secretary wasn't good enough for you? And now he got you installed a few years ago as county commissioner so he could be the county commissioner ghost controlling you. Because apparently when you're running a political crime syndicate, you don't need qualifications. You just need loyalty. Fetch the lunch, file the forms, cover up the scandals, then boom! Congratulations, you're now a commissioner. Who Who knew public service came with an employee discount? Now let me ask a serious question. What are Fanny Sedano's qualifications? No one seems to know. She doesn't represent the people. She represents her puppet master, Stack. Stack is here even when he's not here. But you know, I'm going to invite you, Fanny, after this meeting, I'm live streaming now, come to me, confess the sins of Brian Stack. Turn state evidence. You will feel better. You are probably a very good woman. You will, of course, be immediately fired by Stack, but he will be immediately indicted. And you will be on every talk show host. Good Morning America, Sean Long Island Audit, Leroy Truth Investigations, and Today's Show. So confess your sins, and I'm here for you. God bless you.
I'm gonna get you, Mr. Leroy, because you got me on your thumbnail pinned to my channel, okay, so I can grow as well as a YouTuber.
I'm happy to do that, Tawana.
You're not gonna get the bag on my account.
That was golden.
Commissioners, it's nice to see you all, and I'm gonna say this to my Hudson County Division of Welfare family. This is my last time. I refuse to come here every month or whatever just to pontificate, and there's no resolve. What he said about the mold, it's true. This building is filthy. The truth of the matter is it needs to be condemned. That's probably why Block Drug got out of there. The mice are running rampant, right? They're running rampant. And Miss Yang, because she just feels like she's just the best thing since a pocket, the division chief, she tells the supervisors, just check the desk to make sure nobody's leaving food. No, those mice been there since it was Block Drug. These are descendants of the mice that were there before we got there. We need either satellite buildings or the agency needs its own building. Or work from home until these problems are resolved. The building is disgusting. The building, it really is. If you come, I implore you all to please just come and see the filth and the dirt. I've spoke to people. Please get a private company. What these young men do is they come and they take out the trash. And that's it. The grime literally is this thick. The walls, I told Mr. Mazza, I said, you have a degree in psychology. Therefore, you know that your work surroundings, if they are decent, the work can be done in a more productive manner. It's conducive to the work performance. So I guess we ran Mazza out of town on vacation. No disrespect to him, because we've been under his window. My boy now. No, that's my friend too. But we've been under his window. We're trying to make some noise, but I refuse. I just, who do we speak to outside of commissioners? Is there somebody else? Because I just feel like the buck stops here and nothing's gonna happen. Could you all point us in a direction to where we need to go? Because I feel like, and the looks on your faces, as if we are bothering you all. I don't want to come here and bother anyone. But I need to know, who do we speak to get some resolve? We work in filthy work conditions. I'm going to touch real quick on this hazard pay money again. Where's the money? Nobody knows where this money is. Is this where those higher ups with all that overtime, is that where the money went? Because what they made in overtime is more than my salary. Tell us where to go and who to speak to for help.
I'll move to let this gentleman speak.
I would like to speak. I would like to speak. Your rule is unconstitutional and restricted. This is what happens. They don't care about what you guys are saying. He's smirking the whole time.
No, I say no. No.
The ayes have it.
Ridiculous. Anti-transparency, anti-First Amendment.
That's insane. Insane. He wanted to shut down. This is Anthony Romano, chairman.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. And you can't, because you want to rush out of here. You don't care about these people's problems, but you will.
We know. Can we get 5 no's? Let him speak.
Let him speak.
Come on,
Let him speak.
come on, Uriah.
Let him speak.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
I'm gonna let you speak. Now understand something.
Don't yell at me.
Understand something. Understand something.
You were very disrespectful at the beginning of
I'll address it.
The second thing is, there is a procedure, we were gonna ask you to put you on top of the list the next meeting, also out of respect to you. So all we ask is the same respect that we give to you, we like to give to us. That's it.
He lives 3 hours away. God.
My name is Sean Paul Reyes. I came here from Long Island, New York. I'm an independent journalist and activist. I like to highlight government corruption within law enforcement and with local governments like this, county governments. I just want to say first and foremost, I'm only here because workers have reached out to me anonymously to come and use my platform of over 1.5 million followers to put some pressure on you guys to do the right thing and actually listen. Because obviously, Chairman, you have been here with a smirk the entire time these people have been talking. Okay, you're agreeing with me.
Yeah, right.
You have to take them seriously and listen to them. This is not the first time they've been here. I've been told that they've been bringing these concerns up. None of you work in moldy conditions. None of you work in rat infestations. And you wouldn't dare to go into a place like that. But at the end of the day, I'm here to shed a light on this and your unconstitutional restriction. 24 hours in advance, you have to sign up to speak. It's ridiculous. Why? It's a unreasonable restriction on the First Amendment. I've spoken at public meetings all across this country, from Hawaii, California, and everywhere in between, New York, Florida, and I have never come across such a rule where you have to, in writing, submit a request to speak. This is a public meeting. Anybody who shows up should speak. I mean, I get it, you hold it at 4:30 so people who are working can't come here and address you on their issues. You make it a lot harder for people to, you should do it at 7, really, when people have time to come. You need to be less restrictive on the First Amendment. You know, thank you for making the motion for me to speak. I would like to address my interruption earlier. It's to bring awareness. I was never going to just derail the entire meeting. I eventually walked off. It's to bring awareness to this unconstitutional ruling. Because if somebody had a problem in Hudson County today and they wanted to come speak to their elected officials today, they couldn't. They would have to wait. They couldn't address their concern that they had earlier in the day because of this rule that it makes no sense. Restricting the First Amendment needs to be reasonable, and I don't see how it's reasonable in any way. So I will be filing a lawsuit for this rule that you guys have to get it changed. I want to say to each and every one of you, you guys coming out like this, you guys supporting each other and going on strike and doing what you're doing. It's really respectable what you guys are doing, and that's why I'm using my time.
Peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest. Excuse me. I know a lot about peaceful protest, but I respect your peaceful protest. You're coming together to confront your elected officials here because it's important. And a lot of the times they look like they're not listening and they're eating. And I saw somebody eating. I saw somebody looking away. It's important to address them, but it's more important when it's time to vote. We don't vote, right? Let's be real. How many of you voted? A lot of people don't vote. They're busy with their lives. They're busy with their credit card payments. They're busy with everything else. And they don't get out to the polling stations to vote. So please, get out, be active in your community, and vote anybody up here out that doesn't deserve to be up there, that's not listening to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
At the end of the day, freedom prevailed.
It did prevail, sir. You are right. At the end of the day, it did prevail. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the community has come out to speak. They have made their voices heard here.
Ask them why they call you Stick.
Huh? Ask them what?
Why do they call you Stick?
Why do they call you Stick?
Stickball. Yeah,
Stickball?
I heard it was because you used to chase kids around with your nightstick. That's what I heard in Hoboken. You're very delusional. Yeah, I heard it from the people that live there.
In Hoboken. Something to look into. Maybe we can get somebody to go on the record.
That's just what I heard. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Stickball, you want to play me? Let's see how good you are. Talk is cheap. Be an athlete.
I'll play you.
Play me in stickball, fastball, no on the bounce.
Whatever you want to do, brother. Whatever sport you want to do. That sounds like a veiled threat.
Then we can get basketball.
That's what it sounds like to me. We got to get somebody on the record. I'll bring whoever told you that, send them my way. I'll bring them on my channel so they can expose them. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Hi.
So, what do you have to disclose?
I'm going to publish this meeting and give their contact information so that way it can put pressure on them to try and do the right thing. When they know that eyes are on it, this is going to bring a lot of eyes to the situation. And that's my goal here. So bring as many eyes to it as possible so that way you guys can get better working conditions. I went there and so many people reached out to me the first time I went there a while ago and I did a video and they were like, you know, we're getting treated unfairly here and everything else, and that's not right. My gripe is never with the public servants. My gripe is with them, the people in power who don't do anything to stop it. If you have any suggestions, I'm willing to listen to what I can do to help.
Definitely. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, fellow patriots, first and foremost, huge shout out to Leroy. If you're not subscribed to the Leroy Truth Investigations channel, I highly suggest that you do so you can see the corruption he's uncovering in the state of New Jersey. Now, the main takeaway from this video should be that there are public servants in Hudson County, New Jersey that are working in horrific conditions and elected officials are doing nothing about it. We, the people, need to come together and demand there be accountability and action taken to eliminate the mold and infestation these people are dealing with on a daily basis. We all know that the elected officials would never work in such conditions. I have had it with these elected public servants, thinking they're above we the people when they're not. We need to remind them of this. Another thing we should remind them of is that they cannot make rules or ordinances that violate our constitutional rights. Signing up 24 hours in advance via email to speak at a public meeting is an outrageous policy to have. It infringes on the First Amendment and it's not reasonable. What purpose could it possibly serve other than to limit and restrict free speech? We also need to remind them that an ordinance that allows public servants to stop a member of the public from exercising their First Amendment right because of their subjective discomfort is unconstitutional, and we won't stand for it. It seems I have a lot more work to do in Hudson County. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Long Island Audit. Peace.